going on, guys? David with another Raceland tech tip. Today we're talking about upper strut mounts and how to properly install those. Now, most of the Raceland coilovers that we offer are going to reuse and retain the factory or OE upper strut mounts. So either you're going to need to remove them from your vehicle's suspension, or you're going to need to purchase new ones to have installed on the coilover prior to installation. Now we want to run through the methods of how to properly tighten the upper strut mounts while they are installed. We see this done incorrectly a lot, and unfortunately doing so can cause damage to your shock and also void your warranty. Now once you get the upper strut mounts installed onto the vehicles and begin tightening everything down, if you've done this before, you know that once you meet some resistance, that piston is going to start spinning. So we have designed the coilovers to offset this, to be able to have a method to hold that piston in place while you tighten that upper strut mount. Now for some coilovers, especially the ones that have adjustable damping to the top, the threading on the top section of the strut is going to be shaved down on each side. This allows you to put a smaller open-ended wrench on the threading while you have another open-ended wrench on the nut and get that tightened down. Now for other shocks, there will be an Allen key slot at the top of the piston. This allows you to hold the piston in place with the Allen and then use an open-ended wrench on the nut to get that tightened. Now the preferred method for installation and tightening of the top mount would obviously be the two open-ended wrenches in the Allen key method that we've described. Now if you do have access to an impact gun, you certainly can use that with caution. The way that we would do that would be to put it on the nut and then do the trigger in quick 1-second bursts. Now this will twist the nut a little bit each time till eventually that will be fully tight. Obviously once it's fully tightened, you don't need to do any more because that could certainly damage the shock. Now the one area we do see a lot is that when you don't have the proper tools or take the proper method to get that tightened, we see a lot of people taking out their vice grips, taking out their wrenches, and reaching in and grabbing the piston with those and tightening those down tightly, and then putting a socket and tightening that top nut. Now the problem with that method is that most of the time it'll put gouges and damage and blemish to the shock piston. So that first time it goes through the oil seal, it tears the oil seal and will blow your shock immediately. So if you're seeing a lot of oil on your shock when you install it, you probably used a tool and you shouldn't have. So guys, if you have any questions regarding how to install upper strut mounts, send us an email, give us a call. We'd be happy to help. See you on the next one.